Hello, and thank you very much for joining me for this vlog. My name is Matthew Kelleher. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer for RedEye. And today I'm going to be spending 4, 5, 6 minutes talking about this. eConsultancy's Lifetime Value Report, recently published, and which RedEye, we have sponsored. And the reason why we sponsored this actually goes back a few years. I was in conversation with the CEO of a client who told me that how important customer lifetime value, or customer lifetime value, same kind of thing, was to their business. And what he was describing the sale of their business, and that some of the things that RedEye were able to do in terms of increasing conversion rates and reducing churn, were able to increase the value of a customer, increase the value of the overall database forecast forward, and increase the value of the company and the sale price of the company. And it set me thinking about how important lifetime value is as a KPI, as something that organizations track. And why didn't we hear so much more about it in the marketplace if it was that important, if it was something that was defining the value and improving the value of a business, and actually should be something that's easy to track throughout a business and has relevance and context for at many different layers within the business. So hence why a lot of the work we've been doing recently is all about customer lifetime value, and hence why we were so keen to sponsor this report. So today, this vlog's going to be split into 2 parts. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to very quickly talk about the key variables, the key insights that come out of the report. And then in the second part of this vlog, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the meaning behind it and ways that organizations might want to utilize customer lifetime value within their own businesses, and some of the pointers that we can take from this back into organizations' own businesses. So let's start with defining customer lifetime value. When you read about lifetime value, you come across multiple different types of definitions. For instance, an obvious discrepancy in how you define it is, do you define it around profit, or do you define it around revenue? For this report, we defined it thus. Lifetime value is the total worth of an individual customer over the lifespan of that relationship with a company, i.e. it's how much money you're going to make out of an individual customer. So if an individual customer comes on board at £100 and that's what you're forecasting it, and you as the marketeer can increase that to 150, you are ultimately increasing the total value of the business and the worth of the business. So you're a hero at board level and you're hitting your targets as a marketer. Hence why I say, it has a real context and a value as a KPI at the top and throughout a business, from board level through to marketing department. So what I thought I would do next is I'll pull out some of the key top line stats that come out of the report. Number one is how many organizations are actually measuring lifetime value. The answer to that came out at 33%, which I personally thought was really quite low in terms of what my expectations were, in terms of who is and who isn't actually measuring or putting a measure against the worth of a customer to a business. I thought that was strangely quite low, in considering organisations are all about their customers. But what was interesting was that 76% of organisations said that lifetime value was a priority. So clearly, there's an understanding that lifetime value is key, And somewhere between understanding is key and then delivering a measurement around it, things are not getting put in place. Take that step further, and how many organisations actually have a mature approach? It's shockingly low. It's 1% of organisations state that they have a mature approach to measuring and using lifetime value as a KPI within their business. And that I found to be quite shocking. However, 91% of organisations do believe that focusing on retention is more profitable behaviour for an organisation than focusing on customer acquisition, i.e. retention strategies are more profitable than acquisition strategies. I can make more money, and this has been proved in the marketplace and countless bits of research over the years, and that is therefore fully understood. Therefore, that suggests that there is a long way to go for organisations in terms of actually making that true, because of course lifetime value is actually all about customer retention and driving customer retention. So, two key bits of insights that I wanted to draw out of the report that I thought I'd share. Number one is, do organisations think they're better at converting customers or keeping them? What do they think is the major focus for, or that they would want to put in place for helping drive and improve lifetime value? 77% of respondents believe that conversion, or that they are doing a good job in converting customers. Less than 50% believe they're doing a good job in terms of retaining customers. So, and this backs up a lot of the conversations that we have with customers, that I have personally with organisations, which is, for instance, a retailer is all about sales. They're all about selling. Churn and retaining customers over the long term is something that doesn't get as much focus as converting the customer. However, of course, the more customers you can retain over the long term, that has an immediate impact on customer lifetime value. And then the second thing is, it's all about the data. So 52% of organisations believe that better application of data would drive up customer lifetime value. And 38% say that the lack of an effective single customer view in their business, i.e. pulling all the data together, is actually what's stopping them from driving forward lifetime value. So the final stat I wanted to pull out is this one, and that is that only 6% of organisations believe that they are putting together effective multi-channel marketing automation campaigns that are helping their organisation deliver a good customer lifetime value. And what this therefore says to me is then 94% of organisations who have got work to do, or put it another way, have got an opportunity. And this for me is really exciting, in that organisations don't believe the job is done. Clearly, 76% of organisations believe that developing customer lifetime value and driving up customer lifetime value is a priority for their business. 91% of organisations believe that customer retention is a profitable, in fact more profitable than customer acquisition in terms of building strategies. But 94% of organisations have still got a lot of work to do, and that for me is the opportunity. A lot of organisations could still really make big inroads into improving customer lifetime value by a focus on that as a KPI, on that as a variable, and using things like customer journey mapping in order to start to focus on the key points. How you then, the phrase I use, turn those dials. How can I improve prospect to customer conversion? How can I improve the percentage of customers that are VIPs? And how can I reduce churn? We do that, we start to improve customer lifetime value, and ultimately we start to improve the value of our business.